Greetings and salutations and welcome to Sault High Blue Devil Hockey on Eagle 95.1. Scott Nason filling in for Tim Ellis on this Saturday afternoon as we are awaiting the start of tonight's high school hockey game between West Ottawa and the Sault High Blue Devils. Our broadcast engineer tonight, Katie Woolen, and joining us on color commentary, very first time with yours truly, Clayton Ellis, joining us here at the Big Bear. Clayton, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Scott.
We appreciate it. For those that maybe haven't heard me for a few days, fighting a little bit of a bug. The voice not 100%, so we'll try to trudge through this. But Clayton, this is a Sault High team that comes in tonight's contest with a 16-6-1 record, and a team that won last night by the score of 4-0 over Berkeley. You were at that game last night. What did you see out there?
I thought the Blue Devils looked very well. They were missing three key players, and both the Armstrong boys are out, along with Plow. And so they had to shuffle some lines around, and into the second period, the lines started working well together. And so I think it's good they had some practice last night with the new lines to see what they can do here today, which I think is going to be a tougher opponent.
Yeah, Matthew Thurston with a pair of goals last night for the Sault High Blue Devils. Jack Pattison in net, earning the shutout. And whether a couple other games played, last night West Ottawa defeated Escanaba by the score of 6-0. And West Ottawa is a team with pretty much identical record, Clayton, as the Sault High Blue Devils, 15-6-1 compared to the Sault High Blue Devils 16-6-1. And, you know, we're looking through their roster and looking through their common opponents. Well, the only opponent that is common is Escanaba. Both Sault High and West Ottawa has defeated Escanaba, and you look at some of the teams they play. You know, they play the teams like Rockford, they play Grand Rapids Christian. So this is going to be a good test for the Sault High Blue Devils this afternoon.
Exactly. This will be a good game for them with the districts, the playoffs starting up here real quick.
Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by O'Connor's in Pickford. Check out their full line of Dodge truck, Ram, and Jeep vehicles. And the pregame show brought to you by the Wicked Sister. Burgers, starters, snacks, shareables, soups, and tapas. Voted the #1 pub in the UP on Ashman Street and host of our sports show, The Game, which will return on Monday night. So, Clayton, you know, you look at this game. If you're the coaches, and we didn't get a chance to talk to either of the coaches here, is kind of scrambling to get set up today, but, you know, looking at this, obviously you want to win the game, but being so close to pre-regionals, which will start in about a week and a half, what are the coaches looking for in these last couple games as far as things that will carry over, hopefully, to the postseason?
Well, I think the one thing they're looking for is which goalie's going to step up for them that they can count on, which hopefully they go game after game after game into the postseason. Once they get the other three kids back and get their full roster, they were talking about changing up some lines also, even before these kids went out. So not 100% sure what they decided on that, but they tried it a little bit in Traverse City a week and a half ago, and it worked. It worked fairly well, but then they had a week and a half off that they could practice, and they were going to work on it then. And they're still undecided, from what I've heard last time I talked to either coach.
You know, and going into the season, Clayton, you've had a chance to see Sault High a lot more than I have. A young team. I think if you're the Sault High Blue Devils, you got to be pretty happy. There's our mic problems there. I had your mic on mine and mine on yours. I'm used to #1. So now it sounds a little bit better there. But, you know, going into the season, I mean, I think most people, if you would have said at this point the Sault High Blue Devils would be 16-6-1, I think at the beginning of the season, you would have said, this is a great season, considering, you know, so many young players. Would you say it's been a very good season for the Sault High Blue Devils?
Oh, I think so, with the roster they have, and I think all the coaches are very pleased also. When they picked this team, they were saying if we could make it to 500, we'd have a good season.
Right.
Well,
they were talking to Coach Ferroni about that, yeah.
They excelled beyond that. And I think they just got a team of grinders, you know, kids that work hard. No real superstars or nothing like that, but they all play well together.
There was one game here this afternoon as Escanaba defeated Berkeley by the score of 2-1. Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by the Antlers Restaurant. Dine in an outdoor atmosphere. We're going to take our first break on the pregame show. We come back, we'll preview this afternoon's game between West Ottawa, the Panthers, and the Sault High Blue Devils. You're listening to Sault High Blue Devil Hockey on Eagle 95.1. Scott Nason, Clayton Ellis back at the Big Bear Arena awaiting the start of tonight's game between the Sault High Blue Devils and West Ottawa Panthers. Well, Clayton, this afternoon is Pink in the Rink Day. Actually, it's Pink in the Rink weekend. It's something that Sault High has done for many years, and we've seen it done by many teams. The Sioux Eagles do it, the Lakers do it, and this is one of those games that has a little more meaning as far as the off-the-ice activities. A nice touch, I think, for the Sault High Blue Devils to continue to do this nice event.
Yeah, like tonight out in the lobby when you walk in, they're selling gift baskets and stuff like that to raise extra money, and just trying to fight off a terrible disease.
Yeah, absolutely. And they'll be wearing their pink jerseys. They're specially made pink jerseys this afternoon, so it'll be a little bit different look for the Sault High Blue Devils. And looking at the schedule, Clayton will look at the regular season schedule. Well, one game remains, and that game will be here on Thursday. Tim and you, I believe, will have the call of that one as Sault High will take on Traverse City Central, that being senior night. And so these seniors will be playing their final games here at the Big Bear Arena. Number 9, Kaden Brown. Number 10, Drew Larson. Number 11, Ben Jones. Number 14, Bradley MacArthur. Number 16, John Panini. Number 18, Avery Tenike. And number 19, Aaron Bambacco. So a pretty big class of seniors. And, well, you look at their roster, don't have a big junior representation there, but a lot of sophomores and freshmen. So this team's going to lose a lot, but they're also going to have a lot coming back.
Right. Yeah, they shouldn't. We shouldn't see so many freshmen on the team, I wouldn't think, next year, unless there's someone outstanding that's going to be going into high school next year. But 7 out of the seniors will be saying goodbye, and it's usually pretty emotional on the parents and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, they do a lot here to make that a very special night. So, again, we'll have that call Thursday. Tim Ellis will have that one around 6:45 this week. And then coming up a week from Tuesday, the 27th, the pre-regional will be taking place in Sheboygan in Division III. Sault High is in pre-regional number 33, and they will get their action underway Tuesday the 27th at 7:15 as they will take on host Sheboygan. The other game sees Gaylord take on Alpena. Tim Ellis will have the call of that one. And then if the Blue Devils win, they will play Thursday, March 1st at 7 p.m. against either Gaylord or Alpena. And if you were prognosticating that bracket, Clayton, I would say that Alpena and Sault High are very heavy favorites to get there, but you still got to play the games, don't you?
That's right. We got 51. That's why they put 51 minutes in each game. So,
that's right. That's good math, too, by the way.
Yeah.
It's hard with the 17s there. I like the 20s
I went to
better.
Sault High,
Yes, you did. Apparently I didn't with my math skills. And then if the Blue Devils win that one, then they would play in the regional final. That'll be hosted by Gaylord once again at the Otsego County Sportsplex on Saturday, March 3rd. And you look at the other side of the region, you have Big Rapids, Gladwin, Mount Pleasant, Cadillac. I would say of those four, probably Big Rapids might be the team to beat in that one.
I would think so. From what I've seen, Cadillac's pretty weak this year. So, I mean, that's what you would think on paper.
And then if the Blue Devils would win that one, well, then you're looking way ahead to the quarterfinals. But looking at the matchups in Region 17, those ones played at Michigan Tech. I mean, you got some big matchups going on out here. Houghton Hancock right out of the gate. Monday, February 26th, the winner will play Lance. Then you have Calumet against Jeffers. So Houghton Hancock, they're going to have the tougher of the draws, if you will, because they're going to have to beat two good teams instead of one. Houghton Hancock, Calumet, kind of take your pick on those ones.
Oh, yeah, and if you look at the Division III top 10, that's 1, 2, 3.
Yes, very good.
Those
yeah,
cities right there.
Yeah, and the rankings. Sometimes I question how the state does their rankings. I mean, you see teams sometimes that are below 500 that are ranked in the top 10.
Calumet's below 500.
Yeah, so
and they're ranked in the Super 10.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I mean, they are going to be a very tough team. So, Sault High Blue Devils, they are going to have their hands full no matter who they play, as the playoffs will start very, very soon. Looking at our broadcast schedule next week here on Eagle 95.1, a very busy week of local sports. We'll start it off Monday with our sports show, The Game, broadcasting from the Wicked Sister on Ashman Street. 6 p.m., we'll be talking local sports the first hour, and the full 2-hour show will be available online. And you can find podcasts of not just The Game sports show, but this game this afternoon, along with selected Brimley Bays basketball, Sioux Eagles hockey, Butch on Sports, The Game sports show from Sioux, Ontario, at the brand new podcast page. You can find that at thegamesportshow.podbean.com. So, Clayton, you can, tomorrow morning, you can go back and listen back and critique me and listen to how you did.
That's right.
That's a fun Sunday morning.
To do that.
No, it's good. It's good. And looking at the rest of our schedule, next Tuesday, Todd Olmsted will be in Rudyard for girls basketball, as Brimley will take on the Rudyard Bulldogs. We'll have Sault High Blue Devil hockey, as I mentioned, Thursday night here from the Big Bears. Traverse City Central will take on Sault High. And then Friday, Todd Olmsted will be in Pickford for the boys game, as the Brimley Bays will take on Pickford in boys basketball. And then we'll have districts starting Monday, February 26th. A week from Monday, the Rudyard Bulldogs will be at Brimley for the girls game. That one an early time at 6 o'clock. So they're just about to announce the starting lineups here. Sault High Blue Devil hockey brought to you by H&R Block Tax Services. It's Emerald Advance time. Call your locally owned H&R Block office to schedule your appointment today. Clayton and I did my appointment with them a couple weeks ago. I am loving tax season this year. That's all I'm going to say. They do a great job at H&R Block Tax Services. And brought to you by Quaker State Quick and Clean. High quality soft cloth car wash and oil change. Quaker State Quick and Clean on this business spur in Sioux, Michigan. We're going to take our final break here in the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the opening face-off between the Sault High Blue Devils and the West Ottawa Panthers. You are listening to Blue Devil Hockey on Eagle 95.1. Scott Nason, Clayton Ellis back at the Big Bear Arena as we have the ceremonial dropping of the first puck, as Clayton Dr. Smith, who sponsors this weekend's tournament, out there dropping the puck. Nice job, and again, another nice sponsor to help put on these showcases, because without them, we wouldn't be able to do this with the self-funded program, would we?
Oh, no. It'd be really tough. But I think they do very well for a self-funded program.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of different fundraisers. I mean, we have them on quite a bit on our station. Coach Ferrone and others talking about the I-500 fundraiser, the pub night. I mean, the golf scramble. I mean, it takes a lot. It's expensive to run a hockey program, and I think anybody that, any school that is forced to go into that sort of self-funding mode might want to contact Sault High to see how it's done, because they do a great job.
No, definitely do.
So here we go. The Blue Devils and the Panthers ready to go. Sault High in their pink in the rink jerseys, white with the pink trim. West Ottawa in. I'm not good with colors, Clayton. What color would you say that? Is that black?
Yeah.
Black and silver?
Black, maybe dark gray.
The Navy tells me I'm colorblind, so I'm going with that. So we are underway here. Two evenly matched teams, at least record-wise. We are underway at the Big Bear Arena. Panthers with the puck. They're going left to right as seen on your radio dial. Again, apologies for the little bit of a hoarse voice, trying to get over a cold, so bear with me. Hopefully it'll get better as the broadcast goes along. Ben Burns, one of their best players for the Panthers, gets knocked down there by Logan Mackey. Puck along the far boards. Now the Blue Devils come up with it. Sault High 16-6-1 on the season. West Ottawa 15-6-1. Now the Blue Devils have it. As number 28. Don't have a 28 on my roster, Clayton. I'm not quite sure who that is. Might be with the pink and the rink jerseys for Sault High. Might maybe have some different numbers. We'll have to try to...
I think that's Matthew Thurston.
Thurston, okay, wearing number 28. Thank you. Now the Blue Devils with the puck. Aaron Bambacco clears it to center. Now shot back in. Goaltender for the Sault High Blue Devils, Logan Raffaelle, the freshman, wearing number 1. For West Ottawa, number 30, Caleb Van Heest. Now puck back in the Panthers' end. We played a minute of this first period, no score. Both teams won last night. Both teams shut out their opponents last night. Sault High 4-0 over Berkeley, while West Ottawa defeated Escanaba 6-0. Now the Panthers with the puck, far blue line. Puck along the far boards. It was tough to pick up these Sault High numbers with the pink on white, so bear with me on those. Now here's the Blue Devils with the puck. Across the blue line. Now it's center ice. The Panthers clear it. Thurston with it. Thurston dumps it in. Check that. That's number 29. No, I don't have a 29 either. Maybe I should have talked to the coaches before the game, apparently. Now the Panthers with it. Along the near side boards. Sault High comes up with it. That's Drew Larson. Larson with the shot, and a nice glove save by Caleb Van Heest on the first shot.
If they're going with the same lines last night, which looks like they are, would be Keldon Casey would be number 29.
Okay, and then you said Thurston was 28?
Yep.
All right, that's why we pay you the big bucks, Clayton.
Thanks.
By the way, that check might clear here in about a month, so don't cash it too soon.
Don't drop it.
That's right. Face off to the left of Caleb Van Heest, the junior netminder for the West Ottawa Panthers out of the Grand Rapids area. So a little bit of a trip up north. Now here come the Panthers 2-on-1. That's number 13, Hauskamp with the shot, backhand shot. That one by Mihalek, saved there by Raffaelle. Now back to the point, Vonk with the shot, save Raffaelle. Rebound, player gets drilled in front of the net. Now picked up by the Blue Devils. Here's Bumbacco with it. Bumbacco shoots it in, and it'll be gloved down by Van Heest. Good pressure by the Panthers. Good scoring opportunities, Clayton.
Yeah, they had that 2-on-1. They got in behind the one defenseman, but nice stop by Raffaelle.
And you know, Logan Raffaelle has done very well this season. I mean, you come in to play varsity hockey as a freshman in general, it's tough. Even tougher, I think, as a goaltender. He's really stood tall this year.
Yeah, he's done an excellent job for a freshman.
Now we're having some equipment issues by the goaltender Caleb Van Heest. Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by War Memorial Hospital. The right care is right here. And brought to you by the Sioux Co-op Credit Union. Strong, independent, and local, your credit union. It's a pretty good place to work, don't you think, Clayton?
Yeah.
Have some attachment to that, I believe. All right, now we have a face-off here. Is another number there, 26. If you can clarify who that is, I would appreciate it as well. Didn't realize all these numbers would be so jumbled up. And when you hire the backup broadcaster, these things come to light during the broadcast, apparently. Now here's Hauskamp with it. He clears it to center. Puck taken there by the Blue Devils. Now intercepted by the Panthers. Here's Hauskamp. Hauskamp with the shot. Pair of Hauskamps, number 13, Owen Hauskamp, and number 16, Will Hauskamp. Try to get those first names in as best we can. Now the Panthers with the puck in the Sault High zone. We've played 4 minutes of this first period, no score. Now puck over at the far boards, taken by Denhoff. Over in the far corner to Burns. Burns, the captain, their highest scorer and most dangerous player. Now puck along the near side. Lowell dumps it down low. Now the Blue Devils come up with it. Basil Moran to Bradley MacArthur. Blue Devils can't get it out of the zone. Kept in by the Panthers. Now a quick shot. That one deflects way out of play. We'll have a face-off in the Sault High zone. 13:27 to play in this first period. Still no score.
Number 26 is Kevin Smith.
All right, so Kevin Smith wearing number 26 tonight. So I think those are the only three that I've noticed, but if we'll have to...
Yeah, they've had all three lines out there. So.
Right, so... In the pink and the rink jerseys, they sometimes have different numbers on them, so we got that squared away early. I appreciate it, sir. Now puck along the near board. Sault High clears the zone. Looking for some offense here. Here's Larson moving in. Larson to the net. Pass over. Didn't quite connect. Is that one good defensive play there by Vonk. Now it's center ice. The Panthers take it. Sadu across the blue line. Sadu puts it through the slot. Goes over the far boards. Now behind the net. Sadu tried to put it in front. That one broken up by Landis. Blue Devils with the puck. Avery Tonight over at the far side to center. Shoots it in. Van Heest out of his net to stop it. Now he'll play it over along the far boards. Picked up by Golick. Ben Golick, number 10 for the Panthers, will clear it in as they go for a line change. Now the Blue Devils have it. Refusinski passes up ice to Jones, across the blue line. Quick shot, easy save there for Van Heest, and he'll hold with 12:24 to play here in the first period. Still no score. Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by the Antlers Restaurant. Dine in an outdoor atmosphere. And by Chuck Renzi Ford. You have a relative in the car business at Chuck Renzi Ford in Newberry. You can find them also on Facebook at Chuck Renzi Ford of Newberry. Blue Devils win the face-off. Thurston shot goes wide, back to the point. Refushinski puts it in front. That one blocked by the Panthers player. West Ottawa can't clear it. Bumbacco keeps it in. Now puck goes behind the net. Sault High player runs into one of our officials. Not quite sure. I see our linesman's Dale Kreiderman. I don't recognize the other two guys, Clayton.
I haven't recognized the two refs with the bands on either.
Yeah, we had the Mehans in the first game, drawing attention from some of the fans from Berkeley, I might add, while we were setting up. Say hello to Murray if he's listening. We work at the same organization, so I can tease him a little bit. Face off to the left of Van Heest. 11:58 to play in this first period. Still no score. Shots 3-2 Sault High. Appreciate you keeping track of the shots. They were keeping track on the scoreboard a couple times, but
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Well, you can't task Bob too many things. He just,
what I noticed a couple games is there's nothing up there, and then at the end of the period,
right,
they put the shots
they'll
up.
put them up there. We'll go with yours though. Saved there by Raffaelle. Refushinski plays it off the boards to Jones. Now Jones at center ice for the Blue Devils, flips it in, and that will be gloved down by Van Heest. Van Heest doesn't take any chances, Clayton. He covers up anything that comes near him, at least early.
No, he's a senior netminder for West Ottawa, and looking at their games, he's played 19 of the 21 games with a 13-4-1 record, 2.04 goals against average.
That's good. And they're playing some good teams, much like Sault High. So, again, this one on paper looks to be very even. So far, it is on the ice as well.
Right.
Now, here's Logan Mackey chasing it in his own zone. Blue Devils with the puck, passing it over to Moran. Basil Moran, number 20, plays it off the board, center ice. Shot right back in by the Panthers, and Raphael's going to glove that one down. We'll have another face-off, and now a little hit after the play. I don't think that's going to draw a penalty. Now it draws some attention, though, as Basil Moran knocked around the Panthers player as, well, some...
Moran wasn't in a very good mood last night either. No.
Again, sickness causing some Sault High Blue Devil players to be out of the lineup. Talking to Andy Armstrong to my right. His son's out with that flu bug.
Both sons.
Yeah. So get well, boys, if you're listening. There's 3 different bugs. There's the flu bug, there's the stomach bug, and then there's this, what I have. Of the 3, I guess I got the better deal. I don't want no stomach bug or flu, I can tell you that much.
Oh, hopefully you're not going for a hat trick.
No, I'm not. Much like my hockey playing career, neither there as well. Playmaker a lot, but now a quick shot. Raffaelle with the save. He kicks it out. Goes to the far side. West Ottawa with some pressure now. Broken up by the Blue Devils. Panthers still with the puck. That's Ben Burns. Nice pass over to Sadu. Back through the slot. That won't go into the neutral zone. Chased by Denhoff. 10:40 to play in this first period. No score. Now the Panthers lose the puck in the Sault High zone. Thurston gets it up ice to Bumbacco. He avoids a big hit. That one just slides across the blue line. Blue Devils now with the puck in their own zone. Logan Mackey behind the net. They'll wrap it off the near boards to Bumbacco. Now Bumbacco.
Oh.
Blue Devils a little sloppy in their own end. They'll chase it all the way back along the end boards. Pass on the near side to Mackey. Blue Devils look to clear the zone. They do. Thurston across the blue line. He had 2 goals last night. A couple nice moves there to get the puck in the West Ottawa zone. He gets nailed there. Nice hit by Denhoff. Game getting a little physical here.
I'm starting to see this West Ottawa team likes to use the body.
Yes, they do. Now here's a chance for the Panthers and Logan Raffaelle with the save on Lenhart.
Now that should have been interference right there.
Yeah, there's definitely some interference on the play. Panthers with the puck in their own zone. 9:40 to play in this first period. Still scoreless. Both teams winning last night by shutouts. Now here's the Blue Devils. Drew Larson across the blue line. Puck back in the Panthers' end. Along the near boards. Kept in by the Blue Devils' Landis. He'll backhand the puck along the end boards. Now puck trickles over to the far side. Golick will clear the zone. Gets it to Vonk. Vonk 1-on-3 over across the blue line. Now Vonk in the far corner, broken up by the Blue Devils. Off the bench, that's Hauskamp. Passes it to Kramer. Now quick shot. Raffaelle makes the save, and he'll hold with 9:05 to play in this first period. Action starting to intensify out there, Clayton.
I'm starting to see some stuff going on behind the scenes, and obviously the refs are got their whistles in their pockets.
Yeah, no calls yet. Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by the Sioux Insurance Agency. Call Fred DeVono and the helpful staff at Sioux Insurance today. Sioux Insurance, a proud sponsor of Sault High Blue Devil Hockey. And brought to you by Sioux Evangelical Free Church, meeting you where you are, located on John Street. You can also hear their broadcast of their services Sunday mornings, 9 o'clock on the Eagle. Now a shot and a goal! I don't know if Raffaelle just wasn't ready for that one, Clayton, or he just never saw it.
I think it was a little bit of both because he didn't have his stick on the ice yet, but
it was right off the face-off. I don't know if it was shot from the circle or if it was a quick pass and a shot, but either way, it's 1-0 Panthers, 9:01 to play here in the first.
Puck was right along the ice, too. Found the corner of the net.
So West Ottawa will strike first. As that one will be at the 7:59 mark. Math is very challenging for me, Clayton, with this 17 minutes thing.
Well, that 51-minute thing I told you about, that was a stroke of luck there.
So we'll see. It happened so fast, I didn't even see who shot the puck. Bob will tell us.
He will.
As the Panthers strike first, they lead 1-0 here in the first period. So unassisted goal by Mora. Now another shot as Raffaelle makes a save up high. So it's the Panthers with the edge in play here in this first period.
Yeah, Ottawa's starting to take it to the Sioux now. Out shooting them 9-3. Still 8:48 to go in the first.
Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by Marchetti Distributing. Your future is promising. Your future is vibrant. Your future is in your hands. Be that person who helps to brighten others' futures. From Marchetti Distributing, a proud sponsor of Blue Devil Hockey. So Sault High wins the face-off with the puck across the blue line. Blue Devils looking for some offense. They haven't had much so far. Now Thurston with it. Thurston, a couple nice moves. And Van Heest, again, covers that puck up quickly. We'll have another face-off in the Panthers zone.
Yeah, Van Heest's not taking any chances, that's for sure.
As a coach, I think, do you like to see that from your goaltender? I mean, is it too many face-offs? I mean, my opinion, I think better to cover it up more often than not if you can.
Yeah, especially if you're unsure of what to do with the puck. You don't want to definitely give it away.
And I'm not a big fan of goalies coming out of their nets either. Now, quick shot, save there in front. Rebound, puck still loose, battling for it there as finally the goaltender covered that up as Sault High just couldn't really get their stick on that one.
No, that's scramble in front of the net.
8:24 to play in this first period, 1-0 in favor of the Panthers. Face off the right of Van Heest. Now a shot that goes wide. West Ottawa out shooting the Blue Devils 9-4 at this point. Now here come the Blue Devils with it. Gordon with it. Alex Gordon on the backhand. Shot sticked away by Denhoff. Now puck along the near boards. Behind the net. Blue Devils still have it in the Panthers zone. Now they lose the puck as the West Ottawa squad clears it to center. Picked up by the Blue Devils. That's Larson across the blue line. Puts it through the slot. Mike Walsh for the Panthers will clear it to center. Refusinski plays it off a West Ottawa player. Panthers with the puck in the Blue Devils zone. Quick shot. Raffaelle makes the save as Will Hauskamp came in, and Blue Devils defense can't allow too many more of those kind of shots, Clayton.
No, look, Raffaelle stood his ground on that one. Good. Stayed on his skates. That was a good thing because if he would have went down, that puck would have went right over his shoulder.
7:35 to play in this first period. 1-0 in favor of West Ottawa. Face off to the right of Logan Raffaelle, won by the Panthers. Caleb Lowell dumps it down low. Basil Moran for the Blue Devils. Plays it over to Tonight. Now Tonight, pass, doesn't connect with MacArthur. That goes down the ice, and that'll be icing. And we'll do it again in the Sault High zone. Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by Pennzoil. 10-minute oil change. Pennzoil motor oil, synthetic oils, transmission fluids, and more. Pennzoil 10-minute oil change and Lake Superior Car Wash located on the I-75 Business Spur, open Monday through Saturday. Face off once again to the right of Raffaelle. Once again won by the Panthers. Lowell with a shot. That one just goes wide. On the near side board, Sadu, he centers it. Broken up there by the Blue Devil player. That was Panini. Now another shot. That goes behind the net. That's going to be a penalty there. Bad decision by Panini. The stick came out of the West Ottawa player's hand, and Panini shot it about 100 feet down the ice. That's going to get you a penalty more often than not, Clayton.
That'll get you in big trouble with Coach Ferroni also.
Yeah.
That is one thing that he doesn't like to put up with.
No.
Especially when it comes to bad penalties.
Yeah.
And you playing a team like this.
Yeah, and you can see him over there. He is not happy. He is having some choice words with Panini, who probably knows that wasn't the best decision he'll make today.
Panini's probably wishing there was a piece of glass
Indeed,
right
on the other side, like a lot of places. So West Ottawa on their power play. First one of the night. They lead by 1. 7 minutes to play in this first period. Now a steal by the Blue Devils. Brown with a shot and a goal! Kaden Brown found the puck, and he walks in and beats the goaltender, and it's a shorthanded situation, and we're going to have a penalty there as both teams kind of losing their discipline, and so that should even it up, Clayton, but Kaden Brown tied this game at 1.
But Kaden Brown and Matthew Thurston, when they're on a penalty kill, they don't lay back. They go after the puck, and as we saw last night on a few penalty kills, they had more control of the puck than the team with the power play.
Yeah. So just like that, the Blue Devils have tied this game. 10:06 of the second period. That's a shorthanded goal. We'll get the call from Bob St. Peter and a penalty. That one will go on Evan Roach after the play. He knocked down the Sault High player, so we'll play 4-on-4 hockey. We'll sort out the goal first, as we know Brown got it. So they give the assist to Thurston. So we're tied at 1. 6:35 to play in this first period. As this game getting more and more intense as we go along. Now another player gets knocked down. That's going to be another penalty. A save there, as that's going to go against, I believe, Jasmine Sadu.
I think they're taking both.
Now they're going to give both in this case? Okay, so they're going to send them both, and
the way the flow of this game's starting to go, they might want to start calling some of these penalties before it gets too out of hand.
And I like what they did there. I mean, both players getting a little bit saucy, for lack of a better term, and setting the stage.
I mean, I'm not one for calling a lot of penalties and disturbing the game. You know, I like to let them play, but when you get a bunch of stuff going on after the whistle, you know, not even in front of the net or nothing, sometimes you got to take control.
I agree 100%. So we'll stay 4-on-4 hockey. Blue Devils win the face-off. We're tied at 1. There's a couple players in the box. Didn't see who the Sault High player was. We'll get the call from Bob here in a moment. Blue Devils with the puck in their own zone. Shots 10-4 in favor of the Panthers. Now Sault High with it. They got numbers 3-on-1. Larson with it. Larson, shot, save, rebound. Oh, another save. Puck still loose. Good scoring opportunity for the Blue Devils. They had a couple.
3-on-1, and he just couldn't get the puck up in the air when he got that rebound.
Yeah, they would have gotten that rebound up. It would have been 2-1 Blue Devils. Now here's West Ottawa with it. Langford, good action here this afternoon at the Big Bear. Now Burns moves in. Broken up by the Blue Devils at the point. Lowell, shot. Raffaelle with the save. Puck still loose. Now at the point, the penalty was on Brown. Now puck over in the far corner. Burns plays it back to the point, but that one will trickle across the blue line as Ben Jones chases it in. 5:25 to play in this first period. They still haven't put the Sault High goal on the board. They need to change that. It's 1-1.
Too busy putting the penalties on the board.
That's right. Now puck behind the net. Refushinski passes over on the near boards to Gordon. Puck in the Sault High zone. Now back to center ice. Thurston. He has an assist on the only Sault High goal. That one shot in, sticked aside by Van Heest. 5 minutes to play in this first period. Now an interception by the Blue Devils. Here's a chance from Bacco. That shot deflects wide.
That might have been one of those ones where you wanted to shoot, not pass it.
Now here's Thurston. Puts it in front. Now the puck goes behind the net. As West Ottawa now a little bit on their heels. They'll finally clear it to center. Backhand pass to Lindhart. Broken up by the Blue Devils. Refushinski. Alex Gordon, nice pass. We're at the far side. Pianini, rather check that. That's Kevin Smith, number 26, behind the net. Smith with it, back in front. Nobody was there. Picked up by Morale. Now the Panthers clear the zone. Good few minutes here for the Blue Devils Alex Gordon gets it to center ice. Mbako. Here's Smith with a shot that goes off of defenseman's pads. Picked up by Marat. Now puck kept in by Refushinsky. Puts a quick shot. That one deflects in front, and sprawling to make the save is Van Heest. And so the Blue Devils, Clayton, really picking up their play here the last few minutes.
Yeah, they definitely picked up play in the last few minutes and getting some scoring chances.
Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by Arfstrom Pharmacy, your health mart, caring for you and about you. And by Leet Sports Center, your number one dealer, whatever your outdoor addictions. Leet Sports Center specializes in Hondas, ATVs, motorcycles, generators with thousands of accessories in stock, located on the I-75 Business Spur in Sioux, Michigan. Face off to the left of Caleb Van Heest, won by the Blue Devils. In the slot, here's a chance. Jones shot blocked. Picked up by the Panthers. Now they have a 3-on-2. Hauskamp across the blue lines, got a couple players streaking in the net. He'll pass it over just out of the reach of Mihalik. West Ottawa maintains possession. We're tied at 1, 3:40 to play in this first period. Puck taken by the Blue Devils in their own zone. Now they'll skate it to center ice. Across the blue line, Drew Larson's his shot. Goes off the high glass behind the net. Casey plays it to Larson, now in front, nobody there. West Ottawa picks up the puck. They'll clear it to center. Chasing it down the ice is Logan Mackey. Logan Mackey with the puck along the end boards. Passes it over to Panini. On the near side, Jones. Now taken by the Panthers. Burns across the blue line. Nice move. Burns in front, and Raffaelle saved it. Puck got loose, but the referee lost sight of it. So if you're a ref, you got to blow it down when that happens.
I was just looking at the defensive tandem we had out there, and they're kind of scrambled up a little bit because they've had the same pairings together all year long. They just Moran just headed to the locker room.
Yeah, the last thing Sault High needs is to have another player out of the lineup. They're already having a short bench. Face-off won by the Blue Devils in their own zone. Under 3 to play in the first period. Flip pass up to Kaden Brown. Brown along the near boards. The Panthers end. Now pass to Thurston. Thurston puts it in front. Shot there. That one goes high. Gloved down by Hauskamp for the Panthers. Now West Ottawa with the puck. They're out shooting the Blue Devils 12-6 here in this first period. We're tied at 1. As Sault High scored a shorthanded goal, Kaden Brown. West Ottawa's goal was scored by Matt Marat. Now here's Ben Burns with it. Burns 1-on-2, dangerous player. Burns with it. Burns still has it. Poke checked away by Tonight. He rides him hard into the boards. Burns still has it though, fighting to get position. Now a quick shot, and Raffaelle makes the save. Burns really made that all on his own there, Clayton.
Yeah, he did. Got a wide open shot off from the point. Hit Raffaelle right in the pad, so.
2:08 to play in this first period. Good action at the Big Bear Arena. Good crowd here on this Saturday afternoon. Second to last home game. Final home game will be this Thursday against Traverse City Central. Now puck at center ice taken by the Panthers. Luke Linhart clears it in. Picked up by Rob Landis. Now on the near side, Mackey. Mackey with the puck. That one shot right back in. Bouncing puck. Raffaelle gloves that aside. Landis plays it over to Mackey. Now off the boards to Jones. Jones across the blue line. Now it's center ice. We'll flip it in. Bouncing puck. You would expect the goaltender to cover it up. He does. And we'll have a face-off in the
no doubt in mind. He was going to smother that puck as soon as it got to him.
Coming up at the first intermission break, Clayton Ellis will give us a rundown of not only the Winter Olympics, but the Premier League and some of the big matchups going on in the FA Cup.
As you know, that's not my favorite.
Yes, it is. Maybe we'll talk NASCAR. That's a little more your wheelhouse. Now, a quick shot there out the face-off.
Yeah, and
a save there.
Daytona 500 starts tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow already?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. I may actually watch that. As long as it doesn't interfere with my curling schedule. I tell you what, I've been all about the curling this Olympics.
Did you like that mixed doubles?
Nah, it's just a lot of things there. a lot of things going on in the Winter Olympics, but it's been fun to watch.
I myself enjoy the Winter Olympics more than I do the summer.
I do as well, yep. Haven't enjoyed the U.S. hockey game today, but that's a whole other story. Now
right.
The face-off will go back to the neutral zone. Coming up in our first intermission, we'll recap the scoring. We'll look ahead to the second period. We'll see if we can find any scores going on. We'll recap the scores from last night around the area as far as sports. Look at some of the high school hockey games. We'll also talk some junior hockey. So Greyhounds, 10-0 win last night. Boy, are they something this year or what, Clayton?
Yeah, that Hamilton coach didn't have very nice things to say afterwards.
I'm sure he did not. Well, the Greyhounds were upset. They were on a 2-game losing streak, which is like long for them this year.
Yeah, I think one of them was against Hamilton,
yeah,
too.
That was last week, yeah. Minute 10 left to play here. Sault High with the puck in the West Ottawa zone. Now here come the Blue Devils with a chance. That's Thurston. Check that. That's Casey. It's sometimes a little hard to make out these numbers on the side. A puck at center ice. It's linesman Dale Kreiderman in his 75th year of officiating. I don't know if you knew that there, Clayton. But
he was officiating hockey when I was back in the Squirts and Peewees.
As was I, yes. Dale, one of the best guys around, if you ask me. I see him buffet there.
Love it.
See him at certain restaurant buffets every month, and he seems to be there every day, so I'll have to mention that to him when I see him.
Must be that buffet that keeps him going.
I think so. Well, yeah, he's had a few. Actually, umpire slow pitch with him in the summertime.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. He doesn't let those guys get to him, I'll tell you what. He puts those guys in his place. Sometimes beer and softball, never a good combination, I've noticed. Now we're going to have a penalty on West Ottawa. Again, a little lack of discipline there, as that one's going to go against Ben Burns, as he got, I don't know if he got high sticked or a roughing call, but Sault High will go on the power play.
See what the power play looks like today. This is their first one, right?
Yep, first one West Ottawa has had. Well, they had a 10-second one there off the 4-on-4. But Sault High go on the power play. If they don't score in 28 seconds, it'll extend to the second period. And that'll bring the face-off all the way back.
West Ottawa wants to start losing their cool. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Get them off their game, maybe.
The face-off back in the West Ottawa zone, 14-7. Shots on goal in favor of the Panthers. So holding the call. Could have called about 4 different things there. They call holding. 20 seconds to play in the first period. Puck behind the West Ottawa net. Blue Devils come up with it. As West Ottawa can't clear it, kept in by Gordon. Gordon with the shot. That goes wide. 8 seconds to play. Sault High looking for one more chance tonight with a quick shot. Glove down. And 3.6 seconds remaining. I always like to say this on Eagles broadcast, Clayton. I said Larry. At what point do you pull the goalie when you have a face-off deep? Is it under 2 seconds? You don't see many people do that anymore.
Right.
3.6 you don't, for sure.
No, I don't know. They seem to be more cautious about it.
They do.
You know?
You hardly ever see it anymore. So 3.6 seconds remaining. Blue Devils do win the face-off. And after one period of play, it is 1-1 between Sault High and West Ottawa. We'll be back for our first intermission here on Eagle 95.1. Scott Nason, Clayton Ellis, back at the Big Bear Arena here in our first intermission. Our broadcast engineer this afternoon, Katie Woolen. And this first intermission brought to you by War Memorial Hospital. The right care is right here. Our score after one, Sault High and West Ottawa tied at 1 goal apiece. Before we recap the scoring and look at some of the other things, Clayton, your thoughts on the first period? I thought a real good first period of hockey.
Yeah, I thought West Ottawa kind of took it to the Sioux right at the beginning. And then we had a shift there, and then the Sioux took it to them, and then it was kind of back and forth towards the end. Now with the Sioux just had a 28-second power play at the end of the period. Take that into the start of the second and see if we can do something with it.
Yeah, and it was a spirited affair, Clayton, as I haven't covered too many games this year, but it was one of those games that maybe you wouldn't expect to be that physical. But, boy, it ended up being physical, and both teams kind of lost their nerve. I think West Ottawa maybe a little bit more there as the period went on.
Yeah, because I think most of the penalties we've seen have all come from behind the play or
right
after the whistle. I guess the only one that didn't happen after the play was the most recent one West Ottawa took in the corner down here. I thought was a high stick, but he called. Did he call that?
Holding.
Yeah.
Could have called anything.
Yeah. But regardless, it's still a 2-minute power play for the Sioux. So.
Recapping the scoring, West Ottawa got on the board first at the 7:59 mark. Shot right off the face-off that fooled the goaltender. Logan Raffaelle scored unassisted by senior Matt Morrow. to make it 1-0, and then West Ottawa went on a power play, and Sault High would score shorthanded at the 10:06 mark of the period as Kaden Brown scored with an assist from number 28, Matthew Thurston. Shots on goal, 14-7 in favor of West Ottawa, but you're tied at 1 goal apiece here at Big Bear Arena. Well, Clayton, we talked about some of the other sports going on around the area last night. The Sioux Eagles were in action at home as they took on Rayside Belfour, a close game. Rayside Belfour, boy, they're a team to watch out for in the West Division. They're in first place now as they beat the Sioux Eagles by the score of 2-1, and it's a team that's beaten the Eagles 6 out of 7. And you look at the NLJHL West Division, you got Rayside Belfour in first, Blind River now in second, the Thunderbirds in third, Sioux Eagles in fourth. It's quite the battle out west.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I think
Really.
the Eagles seem to have one team every season that it seems like that they struggle.
You're
with.
right.
They just can't beat that team.
It was Elliott Lake last season.
Yeah,
They would beat them in the playoffs.
And that Elliott Lake one, that really shocked me. I couldn't figure that one out.
Yeah, sometimes it's about matchups, and Rayside's a very physical team, and you've seen how many times the Eagles have beaten the Thunderbirds, who
Right.
play a different style. So Eagles will be back in action Wednesday night as they will take on that same Rayside Belfour team at Pullard Stadium. The Sioux Greyhounds, after a 2-game losing streak, which almost sent many Greyhounds fans in a panic. My goodness, they've lost 2 games. Well,
I think 6 altogether or something like
something
that.
like that. Yeah, they're the number 1 team in all of junior hockey. They smoked a good Hamilton team by the score of 10-0 last night at the SR Center. They're taking on Sarnia tonight. And you mentioned Hamilton's coach wasn't real happy with them kind of keeping their foot on the gas the whole game.
No, he had some comments afterwards to somebody in the press about what unsportsmanlike decisions the coaching staff of the Greyhounds were making, and just to bury them like they did,
Yeah, well, there's 2 sides to that coin. I mean, we've seen that in high school basketball recently. A game there where it was a lopsided affair and they were still pushing. So it's kind of the age-old question, do you play to win? Do you play to be sportsmanlike, or do you have some combination? Now, I think in junior hockey, you're setting yourself up for the NHL, so I don't really have as much of a problem there as, say, maybe a high school basketball game where that happens. What say you?
Right, yeah. In junior or even college hockey, I mean, if you're looking for your future,
That's right.
You think you're going to go try to play for the NHL or get on an AHL club or something, you can't say, hey, let's just sit back a little bit.
What's the Herman Edwards famous quote? You play to win the game.
Yeah.
So that's some of the sports going on in the area. We're going to take our final break in our first intermission, sponsored by War Memorial Hospital. When Clayton and I come back, we'll have the start of the second period here from Big Bear Arena. Our score after 1, Sault High and West Ottawa tied at 1 goal apiece. You are listening to Sault High Blue Devil Hockey on Eagle 95.1. Second period underway here at Big Bear Arena. Puck in the Blue Devil end as we are tied at 1 goal apiece. Scott Nace along with Clayton Ellis here at Big Bear Arena. The second to final home game of the season. Sault High's goal scored by Kaden Brown shorthanded in the first. West Ottawa scored by Matt Morrow. Now a quick shot there by the Blue Devils, save as the Blue Devils on the power play for another minute. Sault High going left to right as seen on your radio dial. Alex Gordon with the puck. On the near boards, Thurston. There's Gordon, center ice. Picked up by Larson, now intercepted by the Panthers. They have the puck at their own blue line. Denhoff will shoot it down the ice. 40 seconds left on the Sault High power play. Blue Devils with the puck. Alex Gordon rushes across the blue line. Blue Devils still have time to set it up. Gordon along the near boards. Not a real good power play here, Clayton.
No.
It's always tough to start the period on the power play.
Yeah, I've never looked forward to that either.
20 seconds remaining on the power play. Sault High with the puck. Avery tonight. Nice pass, center ice. Picked up there by Bambacco. His shot. Sticked aside by Van Heest. Now puck behind the net. Blue Devils lose the puck as, they get it right back as the penalty will expire. So Sault High 0-4-2 officially on the power play. They had a brief 10-second power play in the first after a 4-on-4. Big hit there by Sadu. Number 15, one of the larger players on the ice, tall. Now Blue Devils with the puck behind the net, taken away there by Burns. Burns pass just out of the reach of Walsh. Walsh across the blue line. Gets it back to Burns. Burns avoids the hit for the Panthers. Puck in the Sault High zone. We played 2 minutes of this second period. Still tied at 1. Now Sault High clears it down the ice. Kevin Smith lost the race to the puck, picked up by Voink. Pass goes off the stick of Walsh, and that one goes in the netting. We'll have a face-off with 14:44 to play here in the second period.
That netting wasn't there. I was ready to catch up.
I was going to say, I hope you had better reflexes than me. I wasn't moving.
I'm not saying my reflexes are that good. I should say try to catch up.
Yeah. Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by the Wicked Sister. Burgers, starters, snacks, shareables, soups, and tapas. Voted the #1 pub in the UP. They're located on Ashman Street and host of our sports show, The Game, which will be back on Monday, starting at 6 o'clock. Now face-off won by the Panthers, as that one will go into the netting. And speaking of the game, it's our local, regional, and national sports show. We do a 2-hour show. The first hour on the radio, 6 to 7, we interview local coaches, athletes. We talk local sports. And in the second hour, we talk the world of sports. We focus on Detroit, Toronto, and some of the regional action, but we also talk about national sports. And hey, we will have to talk maybe NASCAR because the Daytona 500 tomorrow, Clayton. I know you're all excited about that.
I'm looking forward to
boogity,
it.
Boogity, boogity.
You know what? I think Waltrip actually quit saying that this year.
Oh, did he?
Because the 2 preliminary races leading up to this,
he didn't do it.
He never said
Oh,
it.
come on. Guess he got to come up with some new routine, some new material. Now puck in the West Ottawa end. That's going to be a big hit there. That's going to be a checking from behind, and we'll see if that's just 2. As the player, I think, is he still down? No, he's up. But anytime that happens in hockey now, Clayton, that's going to be called every time.
Yeah, he's calling him for interference.
So Logan Mackey will get the gate. Looks like just a 2. And so West Ottawa will go on a power play.
It's definitely something he should have held back on, but
yep.
It's not like he creamed him into the boards or anything either.
Yeah, really at any level of hockey now, anytime there's any sort of interference or hit along the boards, they're going to call it. And you see in many levels of hockey, especially college hockey, just is not as physical a game, even in junior hockey. Now Mackey gets the penalty. Quick shot, save there. Raffaelle, as West Ottawa had a couple good chances to score, they still control the puck at the blue line. Denhoff with the shot. That one just goes wide. Over to Mike Walsh. Back to the point. Denhoff dumps it down low to Walsh. Walsh ridden on the play by Bumbaco. Minute 35 left on the Panthers power play. Puck along the end boards, picked up by Hauskamp. Gets it back to the point, Denhoff. Over the near side, Burns. Burns with the shot. Saved there, Raffaelle. Puck taken by the Blue Devils, Landis, and shot down the ice. Minute 15 left on the Panthers power play. West Ottawa with the puck. Now a nice pass up to Burns. Across the blue line, he's got some room. Burns in, Burns shot. Don't know if he got a lot on that shot. Raffaelle makes the save. Burns still has it. Back to the point. One-timer blocked by Tonight. Now Tonight had a player open, but he couldn't find him. Puck back at center ice. Now shot back down by Tonight as the Blue Devils go for a line change. Always tougher in the second period. Have to skate a little farther for those changes on the fly. Blue Devils doing a good job penalty killing here. Now the Panthers with it. Ben Burns logs a lot of ice time for this team. Now the Panthers setting up the power play behind the net. 30 seconds remaining on their power play. Back to the point. Roach with the wrister. That one stopped there by the Blue Devil player. And Sault High will clear the zone. Chased down by Brown. Kaden Brown with the puck. Now he's ridden off the play. 10 seconds left on the Panthers power play. Golick across the blue line for West Ottawa. Golick on the near boards. Boos now over the far side. Penalty has expired as the Blue Devil player comes out of the box. Now right off the bench there, that's Brown with it. Check that, that's Smith with the shot. That goes wide. Now puck at center ice. Taken by Gordon. Plays it off the boards. Shot right back into the Blue Devil zone. 11:50 to play in this second period. We're still tied at 1. As that one goes down the ice, we'll have an icing call and a face-off back in the Sault High zone. So West Ottawa, Clayton, had a couple early chances, but Sault High really shut the door on that power play.
They did, but like you said, if you notice, you mentioned that Burns name quite a bit for West Ottawa. He is their leading scorer on the team. He's got 32 points, but 23 assists.
Yeah.
So he's more of a setup guy than he is a goal scorer.
That's why he's wearing the C.
Yeah.
Usually those type of guys wear those C's and A's. Now puck over in the far corner in the Sault High zone. Shot 16-7 in favor of the Panthers. Sault High yet to log a shot here in this second period. Now puck behind the net, centering chance. Now back to the point. Vonk decides to pass it over. West Ottawa with it. Over along the far boards. Taken away by Refushinski. He has the puck behind his own net. Plays it off the boards for Casey. Blue Devils clear the zone. Shot right back in by Mora. Raffaelle stops it behind the net. Picked up by the Blue Devils, Gordon. Sault High can't clear it. Shot right back in by the Panthers. Along the end boards. Picked up by Gordon. Now he skates it. Across his own blue line. Gordon now shoots the puck in the West Ottawa end. And, well, again, no surprise, Van Heest. Boy, he does not want to allow any rebounds or any face-off or opportunities in his own zone. Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by Bay Mills Community College, committed to providing affordable, culturally relevant, high-quality education. You can find out more at bmcc.edu. Face off to the right of Caleb Van Heest. Won by the Panthers. They'll skate it to center. Across the blue line, Vonk tried to find his player Golick. Now Golick still has the puck over in the far boards. Taken behind the net by Lenhart. Lenhart still on the end boards to Roach. Evan Roach, the senior, wearing number 17 for West Ottawa, gets knocked down as the Blue Devils trying to clear the zone. Puck still in the Sault High end, now taken at center ice by Panini. He gets knocked down. Now West Ottawa with it. Evan Roach. Pass it over in his own zone. The puck deflects to the blue line. That's going to be an offside. And we'll face-off outside the West Ottawa blue line. 10:02 to play in the second period. We're still tied at 1.
Sault High finally registered their first shot on the net this period.
Yeah, shots right now 16-8 in favor of the Panthers. Logan Raffaelle definitely been the busier of the two netminders. Now face-off controlled by the Panthers in their own end. They'll skate it to center. Number 21 there, Braden Flanagan with the flowing locks behind there.
I noticed a couple of players for West Ottawa with the...
As a balding man, I'm always envious of those things. Now here's Bumbacco across the blue line with the shot, save, rebound, almost an own goal there. So we have a soccer reference by Denhoff as the rebound went off his pads and almost into the Panthers net. Sault High with the puck behind the net. Bumbacco. Bumbacco gets knocked down. Panthers with the puck. They'll clear the zone. Picked up by Mike, or rather check that. That's Buis. Buis tried to get around tonight. He does, but loses the puck. Now puck taken by the Blue Devils, Kaden Brown. Brown with it. Brown's got a couple late men. Quick shot, save. And holding on to the rebound is Van Heest. So Sault High starting to get some scoring chances here in the second period.
I'm not convinced that Van Heest is the most sturdy goaltender in the net if we could get some more traffic around him and some more quality shots.
.902 to play in this second period. Face off to the right of Van Heest, won by the Blue Devils. Refushinski with the shot. Goes off the pad of Walsh. As here comes West Ottawa again. That's Hauskamp across the blue line. Hauskamp tried to get around the defenseman Gordon. Gordon does a good job. Stand his ground, get the puck now. Gordon can't clear it. Kept in. Quick shot. Save Raffaelle. Rebound goes to Keldon Casey. Now Casey in the near corner. West Ottawa with the puck. Ben Burns behind the net. Burns with it. Back to the point. Vonk. His shot gets stopped by Gordon. Sault High has numbers. Across the blue line, Casey. Casey, pass, shot. Oh, missing the net on the backhand. That was Drew Larson. Now puck goes behind the net. Along the near boards. Casey with it. Now he loses the puck. Picked up by the Panthers, and here they come. Walsh across the blue line. Now picked up by Burns. Burns with the puck along the end boards for the Panthers. Under 8 minutes to play in this second period. Now the Blue Devils clear the zone. Casey's been out there for a while. Case in the neutral zone will shoot it in. He's going to go to the bench for a line change. He's pretty gassed after that shift. Up there a long time. Now here's the Blue Devils with it. In the Panthers zone, off the bench, that's Brown. Kaden Brown loses the puck, picked up by Bonk behind his own net. Now we're wrapping along the near boards. Mike Walsh tied up at center ice. Now shot back into the Sault High zone. Puck taken by Matthew Thurston. Thurston in his own zone, long pass to the center circle. Right on the stick of Bambacco. Now Bambacco's shot goes wide, follows up his own rebound. Puck kept in by Mackey. He'll wrap it hard over the far boards. Brown with it. Brown gets knocked down. Fans want a penalty, none called. Sadu with the puck. Now the Panthers clear it to center. Here they come. Lindhart across the blue line. Lindhart with a shot. That one goes wide of the net. Puck along the near boards. 6:45 to play in the second period. Now the West Ottawa fans want a penalty. These refs making neither fan base happy tonight.
What's wrong with them?
That's right. When I ump, that's usually a sign of a good ump, I always say. If both fans are mad at me, it means I'm doing my job.
Right.
Now West Ottawa with the puck at the blue line. Sadu, he loses it. That one trickles back to center. Fast-moving second period now. 6:20 to play. Still tied at 1. Both teams have a tie this year. Sault High tied, I believe, Alpena. My memory serves me right.
You're right.
Down in Alpena. Now here's the Panthers with a chance. A big hit there. Kind of a double hit. As Lindhart went into the net, he was crunched by two Sault High players. Now here come the Blue Devils with it. That's Kevin Smith on the left wing side moving in. Nice back check there by Denhoff, preventing a good scoring opportunity for the Blue Devils. Got about 4 minutes without a whistle, as my voice can certainly recognize. Now here's Milheck with a shot. Raffaelle makes the save. That one goes through the slot. Back to center ice. Panthers with the puck. Back in the Sault High zone. Avery tonight backhands it over to Gordon. In his own zone, that'll be cleared down the ice, and thankfully, for my case, we'll have an icing call. 5:22 to play here in the second period. We're still tied at 1, Clayton.
That was a good back and forth action there for a few minutes by both teams. I just want to make note, though, it's said that Basil Moran went off the ice to the dressing room there in the first period, and I haven't seen him back.
No,
out
I have
this
not
period
either,
yet.
yeah, so we'll keep an eye on him if he does return, but don't want to take too many chances at this point of the season, Clayton, with playoffs beginning here in about, 11 days, 10, 11 days.
Yeah, that's when you want everybody to be healthy.
West Ottawa with the puck. Morrow with the shot. Big save, Raphael. Quick shot and a good save by Raphael.
Nice stick work there.
Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by the Sioux Co-op Credit Union. Strong, independent, and local, your credit union. And by O'Connor's in Pickford. Check out their full line of Dodge, truck, Ram, and Jeep vehicles. West Ottawa wins another face-off. Back to the point. Vonk with a shot. That one goes wide. 5 minutes left in the second period. We're tied at 1. Now a centering chance broken up by the Blue Devils. That one shot to center. Chased down by Casey. Back in the neutral zone. Blue Devils with it. They'll wrap it off along the boards. Now puck over the far side. Intercepted by the Blue Devils. Backhand shot. That's blocked in front. As the Panthers have it across the blue line. Mason Vonk. Vonk with the puck. Shots 4-3 here in this second period in favor of the Panthers. Now Mike Walsh in his own zone. 4:20 to play here in the second. Rob Landis puts a shot wide. Over along the far boards. That's Brown. Now the Blue Devils with it. Ben Jones tried to put it in front. Broken up by Mike Walsh. It's a 3-on-2. Here's Walsh on the right wing side for the Panthers, putting it right through the slot, just out of the reach of Golick. That one goes back to center ice. Under 4 minutes to play in the second period. Now here comes Burns. Burns on the near board, puts it back to the point, and that's, the linesman might have missed that one. Didn't look like that cleared the line to me, Clayton.
Yeah, he wasn't in the best spot to call it either. He wasn't on the line.
It's always tough with the 3-ref system, the one linesman's.
Right.
Tough for that linesman to be on the line. Joe Kreiderman doesn't miss many. I think he might have missed that one.
But then again, he's also closer to the play than we were.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I'm not gonna question his officiating because I'll never hear the end of it during softball season. Remember that broadcast? No, I don't remember. That wasn't me. That was Tim.
Yeah, right.
3:30 to play.
You got the wrong guy.
That's right. Yeah, because we sound so much alike, Tim and I. Now that one backhanded in to the Panther zone. 3:20 to play in this second period. Now here comes Golick. Cross the blue line at 2-on-1. Golick with a shot. That one stopped by Mackey. Over along the far boards, Bambacco. Bambacco clears the zone. That one's going to bounce down the ice and just be hard enough to be an icing call. So we'll do it again in the Sault High zone. 3:03 to play here in the second period. We're still tied at 1.
Yeah, this period definitely has not been as wide open as the first. With West Ottawa 4 shots, Sioux's got 3. Only 3 minutes left to go, so.
And things have settled down here in this second period as well.
Tightened up some.
Yep, both teams know they are in a hockey game. No really surprise, Clayton, is looking at these teams and their record. Now that one should be offside, and they did get that one correct. And so we'll have the face-off outside the blue line. Coming up, we'll have our second intermission. We'll recap the scoring. We'll talk a little bit more about the world of sports.
What's that sport that you follow so closely?
Oh,
kickball?
Soccer. Yeah, kickball. Yes, indeed. Yes. It's been called worse things by people.
You ever find anybody to watch a game with you?
There's a couple. There's a couple. They don't like to identify themselves publicly for fear of ridicule, but there are.
Meet in a secret place.
That's right, secret society, not just. Well, we won't go there. We won't talk politics. Now here's the Blue Devils with it in the neutral zone. That one goes out of play. So we'll have another face-off with 2:32 to play. Laker hockey idle this weekend, but they did get some help as far as their playoff possibilities as Ferris State lost last night to Minnesota State. Lakers will play Ferris next weekend in Ferris. If they win that series, they'll get in. But they also have a chance to catch a couple other teams, including Alaska, who lost last night. So looked like the Lakers were dead and buried, Clayton. But, hey, they won 4 in a row, and maybe they can sneak into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now a quick shot there.
Definitely one of the ones that had them counted out.
Yeah, me too. Now here's the Panthers with it. Quick shot, save there by Raffaelle. 2:10 to play in the second period. West Ottawa with some pressure. Another shot. Raffaelle with the save. Puck goes behind the net to Burns. Now Burns gets dumped. West Ottawa wants a penalty there. Thought one might have been warranted. Now puck along the near corner. As Burns, little hole in there. He gets the puck, a shot. Big save by Raffaelle. As Burns kind of held up the Sault High player. And so, again, both teams wanted penalties, none called. We'll have an icing call and a face-off back in the Sault High end.
Sioux just wanted to relieve some pressure there. Ottawa was starting to get some scoring chances. Change lines up here and start over again.
1:45 to play in the second period. 1-1 tie here at Big Bear Arena. Sault High will have their final home game Thursday against Traverse City Central. Then we'll start their playoffs a week from Tuesday in Sheboygan against the Chiefs. Now we're going to have a
offside
whistle and an offside. Shots on goal 6-3 in this second period in favor of West Ottawa, 20-10. So they pretty much had that 2-1 shot margin this entire game, it seems. Face-off won by the Blue Devils. Drew Larson across the blue line. He winds and fires. Save there by Van Heest. He allows the rebound, goes behind the net. West Ottawa with the puck. Now they'll lose it behind the net, get it right back. Morrow with the puck. He'll shoot it to center. Picked up by Refushinski. He'll wrap it along the boards. Goes over to the far side. Morrow behind the net. Quick pass, a little too weak there, intercepted by the Blue Devils. Now put in front. Taken away by the Panthers with a minute to play. Puck in the neutral zone. Morrow across the blue line. A quick shot. Big save. Raffaelle, one of his best of the night.
Save by Raffaelle right there.
As Golick had a point-blank shot, and Raffaelle real quick with those pads making the save. Remember that one. Puck back in the Panthers' end. Now they take it right up ice again. Here they come. Linhart. Nice poke check there by Refushinski. So allowing too many odd man rushes here in the second period. 30 seconds. That one goes into the netting, so we'll have a face-off outside the blue line.
Yeah, Logan made a really nice save on that last chance that they had there.
He's been the busier of the two netminders, and he's keeping Sault High in it here in the second period.
Definitely, he's been playing some solid goaltending as of late.
Face-off outside the Blue Devil blue line. Draw one by the Panthers. Now Sault High going for that puck. Here's Kaden Brown moving to the net, puts it in front. Couldn't find anybody open. Bumbaco had a chance, but it was out of his reach. Now puck along the near boards. 15 seconds to play in the second. As this evenly matched game is 10 seconds away from continuing to be even. Now quick shot, as I say that. Good chance there for Thurston as Van Heest good with the glove. He'll make the save with 7 seconds left.
Seems to be a strong point is his glove hand. Sure the coaching staff at Sault High has picked up on that.
Yeah, you might want to shoot low on the blocker side here as that glove looks pretty tough to beat so far. Quick shot there, blocked by the Panthers as they'll try to get one quick shot there as that will hit tonight. And after 2 periods of play, we remain tied at 1 goal apiece. We'll be back with our second intermission here on Eagle 95.1. Scott Nason, Clayton Ellis back at the Big Bear Arena in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan in our second intermission report. This intermission brought to you by Bay Mills Community College, committed to providing affordable, culturally relevant, high-quality education. For more information, you can find it at bmcc.edu. Our score after 2 periods of play is the same score after the first period of play. Sault High and West Ottawa tied at 1 goal apiece. Clayton, a little different second period, but it continues to be a very evenly matched game, with West Ottawa getting a few more of the opportunities here in this contest, especially in that second period.
Yeah, things seem to really tighten up in the second period, though. Not as many open chances, the shots. Not really for the Sioux, because the Sioux only had 7 shots in the first period. They had 5 in the second, but they held West Ottawa to 7 shots. They had 14 in the first, so.
A lot of those shots, really good opportunity, especially there in the last minute. Logan Raffaelle made a big save there to keep it 1-1. And, he's been a guy that has just stepped into this role as, it's pretty much a tandem this year. Both goaltenders seem to be getting equal amount of games. And Raffaelle, it's hard to forget he's just a freshman. He doesn't look like it out there, does he?
No, you kind of wondered at the beginning of the year, coming in as a freshman. And he's a small person to begin with, but he's he can get across that crease really quick. He's got some really nice reflexes, got a good glove. Just plays his position very well. And I think Sault High could be looking pretty good if he's got 3 more years left of playing high school hockey.
I would certainly say so. Recapping the scoring, Clayton, in the first period, West Ottawa got on the board at the 7:59 mark, an unassisted goal by number 5, Matt Morrow. And then Sault High would score shorthanded at the 10:06 mark, as Kaden Brown scored with an assist from Matthew Thurston. Shots on goal in that second period, 7-5 in favor of West Ottawa. They're leading the shot totals 21-12 overall. This is the second to final game of the regular season. The regular season finale will be this Thursday, as Sault High will take on Traverse City Central. We'll have the call of that one with Tim Ellis. Around 6:45 pregame show, the opening face-off at 7. And then it's time for pre-regionals. As the draw is set, Sault High will be at Sheboygan a week from Tuesday, February 27th. Tim will be down there for the call of Sault High taking on Sheboygan. The other side of the bracket sees Alpena take on Gaylord. If Sault High wins, they will advance to that pre-regional final. I think that's the correct term. Is it pre-regional final and then regional final after that?
I
get
right.
confused.
I'm not going to say 100%.
I'm used to district regionals. It's easier in basketball. But Sault High will be in that game if they win Tuesday on Thursday night. If they were to win that one, Then they'll be in Gaylord 2 weeks from today. Would be Saturday, I believe, March 3rd. So Sault High Blue Devil hockey will be there as far as they go, of course. You want to get down to Plymouth for the Final Four. It's going to be a tough road to hoe, but hey, you know what? One game, anything can happen, can't it?
Yeah, and if you go on a long march once you start your district playoffs, you can, it's a lot of games in a couple weeks.
It is. It goes by fast.
You're traveling below the bridge, then you're going to the western end of the UP, then you're back down below the bridge again, and then if you make it to the Final Four, then you're all the way down to Southern Michigan.
That's right. We're going to take our final break and our second intermission. We come back. We'll have the start of the third period of play here from the Big Bear. Again, our score after 2 periods, 1-1 tie between Sault High and West Ottawa. You are listening to Sault High Blue Devil Hockey on Eagle 95.1. Back at the Big Bear Arena, Scott Nason along with Clayton Ellis. Our broadcast engineer this afternoon is Katie Woolen. The teams are coming back on the ice. We're just about ready to start the third period of play as Sault High and West Ottawa locked in a 1-1 tie. Other games this weekend in this showcase, earlier this afternoon, Escanaba with a 2-1 victory over Berkeley. As we mentioned last night, you heard the game here with Tim and Clayton as Sault High defeated Berkeley 4-0. In the other game, West Ottawa defeated Escanaba by the score of 6-0. Well, Clayton, we got a couple minutes here while we wait for the ice to dry up a little bit. We talked a little bit about the Winter Olympics going on. Me being under the weather, I've had a chance to catch a lot of the action going on in Pyeongchang. I think I got that right.
Couldn't have picked a better time to be sick, eh?
I know, right? Yeah, I was going to say, have you had a chance to watch it? And if so, what are some of the sports that you kind of enjoy watching? Obviously, we like hockey, we know that. But what are some of the other sports that you find entertaining?
I like the downhill skiing.
I do.
Yep, I like that. And the ski jumping.
How about the skeleton? Would you ever try that head first?
I wouldn't try it. No, but I like the bobsleds and the skeleton and that. And anything with some speed to it are the ones I like.
Yeah, and I think living up here, you and I both grew up here doing a lot of outdoor winter activities. I was a cross-country skier back in the day and did some races here when they had the UP Winter Games, if you can remember that one. And so I'm nowhere near those ones and don't even put a rifle on my back and do the biathlon. My goodness sakes.
That stuff right there, those guys, man, that's some work.
That is. And you miss a shot, it's like you're done.
Right.
It's like, so.
I know, they're shooting at something the size of a quarter.
Yep, and I got to say, I love the curling.
I watch
I'd be
curling.
great. I'd be good because I sweep a lot. So just don't have very good aim, so maybe I'm not. So here we go. Thankfully, the third period underway before I go in depth in my curling knowledge as West Ottawa will shoot the puck back into the Blue Devil end. These teams tied at 1. Sault High going right to left, as seen on your radio down. Now here come the Panthers with a chance. Shot goes wide. West Ottawa with some pressure. They've had the majority of the scoring chances here in this game. Sault High's goal scored short-handed by Kaden Brown. Now here's the Blue Devils, a shot. Good shot and a good save there. Van Heest as Thurston got a good shot on net, but Van Heest quick with that pad.
Thurston's quick with that wrist shot.
That one seemed to come out of nowhere. Now the Blue Devils with it. Sault High fans urging their team on to my right. West Ottawa fans a little quieter to our left. Now puck right in front of the Sault High bench. Taken out by the Blue Devils. Logan Mackey clears it to center. Evan Roach will flip it right back into the Blue Devil zone. Chased down by, looks like Moran's back out there, Clayton. There's the first time we've seen him since the first period.
Oh, that's good to see.
Yes, it is. Now Moran with it in his own zone. Plays that off the boards, down the ice. That's going to go on net, snow icing. And Bobby even covered that one up. This goaltender, he takes absolutely no chances.
I think by the time he put his mid over that puck, the Sault High player was just coming over center ice.
15:45 to play here in the third period. Sault High Blue Devil hockey brought to you by Quaker State Quick and Clean. High quality soft cloth car wash and oil change. Quaker State Quick and Clean on the business spur. Face-off won by the Blue Devils. Quick shot hits the side of the net. As that was, I believe, Tonight with that shot. Puck over along the far boards. Intercepted there by the Blue Devils. Put it in front. A shot that deflects, goes behind the net. Sault High with some pressure. Now chasing it to the far side. Casey taken away by the Panthers. Now they'll clear it to center. West Ottawa with the puck across the blue line. Poke checked away by the Blue Devils. Landis in his own zone. Plays it off the boards. Taken by Sault High's Larson. Now Larson clears it to center. Taken right back by the Panthers. Buis. Now Hauskamp. Over in the far corner for West Ottawa. Back to the point, Denhoff. Denhoff with the shot. That deflects off a Sault High player into the netting, so we'll have a face-off in the Sault High zone.
See, change in the forward lines here with... no, I'm mistaken. Never mind. I'm losing it.
Maybe you're foreshadowing.
Yes.
Maybe there will be a change in lines. Face-off to the left of... Start calling you Nostradamus. Is that your nickname?
Well, with these, some of them wearing different numbers, I got a little bit confused.
It is.
There.
It's, see how confused I was to start this game. Oh, the NyQuil kind of playing mind tricks on me. Don't mix that stuff with some other things, too.
No?
It's not, no, trust me, it didn't work. Now puck goes over last night, and mind you, not today.
Trial and error, right?
Yes, indeed. Now puck at center ice, shot back in by the Panthers. Puck along the end boards, Burns. Burns with the puck. Back to the point, Lowell moves in, shot, glove down, Raffaelle, big rebound. Puck loose in front. Oh, West Ottawa player got dumped, no call. Fans want a penalty to our left, now cleared to center. West Ottawa shoots it back in. West Ottawa out shooting Sault High here, 22-14 in this contest. 2-1 in this period for the Blue Devils. Now off the bench, West Ottawa player there, Gollett comes in, puts it in front. That one poke checked away by Sault High, cleared to center. Sadu with it for the Panthers, shoots it in. Puck taken by Landis. Now Landis clears that one, center ice. Panthers have it in their own zone. 13:40 to play in this third period. We're still tied at 1. Here's Denhoff across the blue line. Quick shot. Raffaelle there for the save and holds on to the rebound. Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by War Memorial Hospital. The right care is right here. And brought to you by the Sioux Co-op Credit Union. Strong, independent, and local, your credit union. Face off to the right of Logan Raffaelle. Won by the Panthers. They just keep it in as that's Denhoff at the point. Passes it to Lindhart. Now in front. Quick shot. And again, Raffaelle had to be real quick to make the save and to hold on to the rebound.
As you said, the defenseman just kept it in. And every time something like that happens, they score a goal. It's
yeah.
Like, if only.
Yeah. So face off to the right of Raffaelle. 13:26 to play in this third period. Face off controlled by the Blue Devils. They'll clear the zone. Here's Casey across the blue line. Casey tried to get around the defenseman. Now picked up by the Blue Devils. Shot. Big shot there. And a blocker save as that was Jones with a good scoring opportunity for Sault High. Now puck in the near corner. Blue Devils still fighting for that puck. 5 players over there. Now goes behind the net to Landis. Or excuse me, that's to Sadu. Now chance for the Blue Devils off the interception. Shot goes high. As the Blue Devils with some pressure here in this third period. Puck along the near boards. Larson dumps it down low.
2 elbows in the head to Casey right in a row.
Yeah, they're letting a lot go here this afternoon. But I think they've been pretty consistent letting it go for both sides. Now puck at center ice, taken by Jones. He'll shoot that one in the netting. He'd like to have that one back, so that should bring the face-off, I believe, outside the blue line.
Just outside the blue line.
Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by the Antlers Restaurant. Dine in an outdoor atmosphere. And by Chuck Renzi Ford. You've got a relative in the car business at Chuck Renzi Ford in Newberry. You can stop in at 309 Newberry Avenue or check them out on Facebook, Chuck Renzi Ford of Newberry. Face off outside the blue line. Now back to center ice. Sault High with it. We're tied at 1. Poke checked away by the Panthers. They'll shoot it back into the Blue Devil zone. Puck goes behind the Sault High net. Logan Mackey plays it on the near side to Larson. Intercepted by the Panthers. Here's Buis behind the net. Tried to put it in front. Buis still has the puck. Now taken there by Hauskamp. He centers it. Chance there right in the slot, but Mihalich couldn't quite get his stick on it. Now puck goes back in the Panthers zone. Under 12 minutes to play in this third period. We're still tied at 1. West Ottawa with the puck in the slot. That's Hauskamp. His shot gets blocked. Puck along the near boards. Now kept in. Shot goes wide by Vonk. Over to the far point, Morrow His shot, save Raffaelle. Rebound just trickles wide. Sault High on their heels a bit as they will finally clear that one to center. And shot right back in by West Ottawa. Another save there, Raffaelle. And the shot by Vonk. Now that one will deflect right in front of the Sault High bench. Stay in play. Ran with it for the Blue Devils, trying to clear it. That one does get to the neutral zone. So West Ottawa will have to retreat back to center ice. Now here's Burns. He'll dump it off the boards. Raffaelle stops it partially, goes over to Hauskamp for the Panthers. Now Burns back to Hauskamp, centering chance. Puck loose in front. Raffaelle just going to glove that one down. And so Sault High a little bit on their heels, Clayton, the last couple minutes.
Yeah, if you start running around in their own end and bad things are going to happen. So get another fresh set of bodies out there and win this draw and get control of the puck.
10:59 to play in this third period. We're still tied at 1. Face off, controlled by the Blue Devils. Now shot back to center ice. Puck back in the Blue Devil zone. Kevin Smith along the near boards. That's MacArthur. MacArthur right in front of a bunch of youth hockey players who catching some high school action here. They're right along the boards. And that one will go into the netting. We'll have a face-off in the West Ottawa end.
I know the Pee Wee AA's are having their league playoffs here this weekend.
Yeah, lots of teams in town.
Lots of snowmobiles, too.
Boy,
I was shocked
guess.
this morning when I was driving in town. The trailers and snowmobiles, all the motels are packed.
Well, hey, in less than 2 weeks, it's March, so
yeah,
got to get those last runs in. Now face-off, won by the Blue Devils. Shot gets blocked. They're putting it in front of shot, and a goal! I believe that was Drew Larson, Clayton, who gets the goal for the Sault High Blue Devils, and it might have been Thurston who fed him the puck. Either way, it's 2-1 Sault High, 10:25 to play in this third period.
Nice job back in behind the West Ottawa net. Get that puck out front and put it up over the right shoulder of the goaltender, Van Heest.
So that'll be at the 6:35 mark of the third. I believe it happened so fast. Again, the NyQuil affecting my response time, apparently. We're going to see 10 from 28. All right, so I got the Larson part right. All right, so it was 29 Casey, not 28, and 15 Landis. So Sault High has their first lead of the night. It's 2-1. Big goal for the Blue Devils. 10 minutes to play in this third period.
Thurston's been the playmaker so far in this game for the Sault High.
Now puck over in the far corner. Casey ridden out of the play by Morrow. Now back to the point. Sault High keeping the puck in the West Ottawa end. Behind the net. That's Casey putting it in front. That one stopped there by the defenseman. Puck still along the end boards. No Casey over there. West Ottawa just trying to get it down the ice, and they do, and that's going to just be icing. So we'll have a face-off in the West Ottawa end. 9:18 to play here in the third period. Sault High leads by the score of 2-1.
Seeing some pressure put on by the Blue Devils now. That 1-goal lead. Want to sit on it.
Yeah. Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by the Sioux Insurance Agency. Call Fred DeVono and the helpful staff at Sioux Insurance today. Sioux Insurance, a proud sponsor of Sault High Hockey. Off the face-off, West Ottawa controls the puck. They can't clear it, kept in by Refushinsky. Now an interception there, bad pass, taken by Buis. Refushinsky recovers though, gets that one back to center ice, shot right back in by the Panthers. Alex Gordon over in the far corner, avoids contact. Now Gordon reverses course. Gordon shovels it up to Brown, taken away by the Panthers. That's Sadu with a shot that goes wide of the net. Over the far point, Denhoff. Now the Blue Devils clear the zone. Here's Thurston across the blue line. Quick snap shot. That one goes wide. Back to center ice. 8:30 to play in this third period. Sault High looking for their 17th win of the season. Came into this contest 16-6-1. Well, West Ottawa 15-6-1. Now here it comes the Panthers with it. That's Denhoff behind the net. Denhoff now, far circle, pass. Broken up there by Bumbaco, goes to the point. Now here's chance in front. That one goes back to the point. West Ottawa with some pressure. Sadu moves in at the point with a shot. Save Raffaelle. Saw that one all the way. Hangs on to the rebound.
Nice job by Raffaelle to get down on the butterfly so he could see in between the players and saw that puck coming all the way.
8:03 to play in this third period. 2-1 in favor of Sault High. Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by the Sioux Evangelical Free Church, meeting you where you are, located on John Street in Sioux, Michigan. And brought to you by Arfstrom Pharmacy, your health mart, caring for you and about you. Face-off won by the Panthers. Puck still in the Sault High end. Ben Burns gets it back to the point. Morrow dumps it down along the far boards. Now the Blue Devils all over the Panthers right now in the zone as they clear it. Shot back in by West Ottawa. Now chased by Casey. Check that. That's Moran. He'll clear it to center. Right to Larson. Larson across the blue line. He got the go-ahead goal a couple minutes ago to give Sault High their 2-1 lead. 7:25 to play in the third period. Now West Ottawa clears the zone. Moran will shoot that one in the netting, and that'll keep the face-off in the neutral zone.
Some scores of interest at some of our other UP teams of this week. Tuesday night, Calumet beat Holton 3-0, and Hancock beat Marquette 5-2. I saw that Calumet team down the Trenton Showcase. I thought out of Calumet, Holton, and Hancock, they actually look like the better of the three teams.
Yeah, they're it's going to be a dogfight in that regional, I can tell you that much. Now puck behind the net in the West Ottawa zone. Panthers trail by 1. Now here come the Panthers. Golick across the blue line to the net. A shot hits the side of the net. Rebounded to Landis, who's going to clear that one down the ice, and that one's just going to be strong enough for icing. So a face-off back in the Sault High zone with 6:52 to play here in the third period. Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by Marquette Distributing. Your future is promising. Your future is vibrant. I'm talking to you, Clayton. Your future is in your hands. Be that person who helps to brighten others' futures. Again, talking about you. From Marquette Distributing, a proud sponsor of Blue Devil Hockey.
What I try to do every day.
Yes, you do. Well, you brighten my future because I was not looking forward to doing this game by myself. I appreciate you coming in. Now here's the Blue Devils with a chance in front of shot. Oh, missing the net was Thurston. He had a lot of net to shoot at, but he missed it wide. Blue Devils with some pressure, leading by 1. Puck behind the net. West Ottawa zone. Kick to the near boards.
Oh, there's a hog tie and throwing down to the ice.
And
no arms go up.
Well, we do get a whistle. Did they call a penalty?
I didn't see an arm go up.
I did hear a whistle, maybe because the player lost the helmet. Do they blow it down that quickly now?
I think you're right.
And so, fans getting a little squirrely here this afternoon, both sets of fans.
There's a lot of NyQuil going around.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, really. I have plenty to spare, I can tell you that much. And so, don't know if we're going to get any penalties out of anything, as it was Kaden Brown who lost his lid on that one. And so it looks like no penalties were called. Kind of been the storyline of the afternoon. Face-off won by the Blue Devils. 6:20 to play in the third period. Puck in the West Ottawa zone. There's the Blue Devils. Ben Jones behind the net. Sault High with possession of the puck. Panthers zone. Nice couple spin moves there by Casey. Another nice spin move there by Jones. I've been watching Winter Olympics, I think, with some of those moves. You call that a triple sow cow, if I'm not mistaken.
Works for me.
Now here's Sadu. West Ottawa trying to clear the zone. We're under 6 to play in the third period, and that should be icing there. And it will be, and so we've had lots of icings this afternoon, and that one will go back into the West Ottawa zone.
Yeah, when I was just giving those scores from other teams around the UP, I think anytime a team, if you can come out of the UP and make it to the Final Four, I think you almost got a good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, those teams up in Copper Harbor are always so tough.
Yeah, especially this year. They seem to really be especially tough this year. All three of them. Usually you have two that are good and one that's maybe not great. This year you have all three that are great. Now Raffaelle, quick save off the face-off, and so that'll bring the face-off in the Sault High zone. One more game in the regular season this Thursday. Traverse City Central Senior Night here at the Big Bear Arena. So if you can't make it, tune in to Tim Ellis. Are you going to be doing that one with Tim on Thursday, Clayton?
I believe so.
Well, very good. Now here come the Blue Devils off the face-off into the West Ottawa zone. 5:25 to play in the third period. There's another roughing, well, not a roughing call, but a lot of roughing going on out there.
It seemed to kind of settle down a little bit maybe in the second period, but now we're right back to where it was at the start of the game.
Now Refushinsky clears the zone down the ice, and we're going to have no icing on that one as it was deflected. 5 minutes to play in the third period. Sault High leading by 1. Blue Devils with the puck in the West Ottawa zone. Now Sault High will dump it right back in. So I don't want to take too many chances here at the 1-goal lead, but they don't want to sit back too much either. Now puck at center ice. Refushinsky. He'll shoot it in.
Puck control, Scott.
Yeah, that's exactly right. West Ottawa will shoot that one down the ice, and that one's going to be icing. So we're kind of crawling down to this third period. Boy, West Ottawa fans, they're really not happy over to our left. Now they're complaining about icing calls.
Yep.
4:33 to play in this third period. Sault High Blue Devil Hockey brought to you by Pennzoil 10-minute oil change. Pennzoil motor oil, synthetic oils, transmission fluids, and more. Pennzoil 10-minute oil change, located on the Business Spur in Sioux, Michigan.
I think some of these West Ottawa fans need an oil change.
Yes, indeed. We'll go to Pennzoil. We'll give them some slips here as they leave. Now Thurston with a big shot. That one goes wide. Ben Burns gets it in the near boards to Hauskamp. Now Hauskamp off the far boards. Picked up by Walsh. Walsh with the shot. Raffaelle with the save. Big rebound. Kicks to the near side. He's got a player streaking, but he couldn't find him. That one will go to center ice as Brown got free. Now here comes Sault High with it. Thurston with the shot. Oh, he just missed the net. Had some space, but he missed it wide. Under 4 to play. Sault High leads by 1. Now the Blue Devils with the puck. Basil Moran in his own zone. He'll clear it to center. Puck taken by the Panthers in their own zone. Here's Denhoff. Gets it up ice. To Netzel. Quick shot. Raffaelle with the save on the stick side. Rebound. Goes along the near boards. Kept in by Denhoff. Now Denhoff with the move. He gets tripped up. Fans want a call. They're going to get one.
Of all the things that they've let go,
I was going to say that
one. I understand you're supposed to be responsible for your stick, but he was just going to play the puck, and the player stepped on his stick.
Yeah, so that's going to be a power play for West Ottawa with 3:27 to play. So, Clayton, the question is, do you pull the goaltender at any point on this power play, or if you don't get a power play goal, do you pull him then? 3:27 to play. Kind of a tough call.
Well, I guess if they get possession of the puck and maybe start forcing the play, and the only thing you got to watch about, though, when the other team's killing a penalty is they can ice it,
Fire it down at will. So here we go. West Ottawa on the power play. 3:27 to play here in the third period. Sault High leads by 1. So Mbaka will get the tripping call as the puck goes back in the West Ottawa end. Sault High shorthanded. Neither team has scored on the power play tonight. Sault High's actually scored a shorthanded goal. Good job there by Jones. Just keeping the puck in the West Ottawa end, wasting some time. Now Sault High will get it in the neutral zone as Landis will shoot that one back to center ice. Panthers with it, under 3 to play. Minute 25 left on the power play. Here come the Panthers. Voink with a shot. Big rebound. Save Raffaelle. Rebound goes behind the net. Now puck over in the far corner. West Ottawa trying to tie this game up here. Back to the point. Vonk moves in. Shot. Oh, big save, Raffaelle. My goodness sakes.
That should make the ESPN highlight.
I would think so. He got that with the glove, and he made that one look spectacular because it was, in fact, spectacular.
Yeah, he gave the shooter that whole left corner of the net. And as soon as he let the puck go, he just threw that glove up.
Would you say he dared him to shoot there?
You never know.
Well, either way, it was a beautiful save. One of the best I've seen all season in any broadcast that I've done. Minute 12 left on the power play for the Panthers. 2:35 to play in the third period. West Ottawa with the puck in front. Deflection blocked by the Blue Devils and shot down the ice. So a minute remains on the power play. 2:25 left here in the third. We'll keep an eye on the netminder here. It looks like they're going to pull him at this point. Still a lot of time left. Cross the blue line. West Ottawa trying to set up their power play at the blue line. Here's Vonk on the near circle. Moving in. Pass. Shot. Oh, that would have been 2-2 if they would have gotten that puck. It was a beautiful pass, but they fumbled the pass. Now here come the Blue Devils. One-on-one. Thurston. Shot. Goal! Sault High, their second shorthanded goal of the afternoon. This one by Matthew Thurston. And that could pretty well do it. Still time left on the clock, but a big goal for the Blue Devils, Clayton. They lead 3-1.
That was huge. Again, great penalty killing by Sault High also.
Absolutely. Boy, special teams. Well, they're the difference, Clayton. 2 shorthanded goals. And so that one will be at the 15:03 mark.
Maybe we want to take penalties and be on a PK instead of a power play.
So Thurston gets the goal, shorthanded. And Brown gets the assist. They're still on the power play, West Ottawa, but now they're down by 2. Minute 40 to play. Now West Ottawa trying to get a couple quick goals. Net is empty. They do pull the goaltender. Minute 30 to play. Shot that goes wide. Over along the far boards. Linhart. West Ottawa needs 2 here in the last minute 25. Penalty is over. So now it's a 6-on-5. West Ottawa with the puck behind the net. Trying to put it in front. Now that one will go back to the blue line. Kept in by Vonk. Played over on the far boards. Down low, Linhart. Now over to Hauskamp on the near boards. Minute 10 left here in the third. Back to the point. Morrow passes it down low. Moving behind the net. That's Burns. Burns centers it. Broken up by the Blue Devils. They're trying to clear it. They can't. Nice sliding play there by Vonk. And they will clear it to center the Blue Devils. Under a minute to play. Sault High trailed 1-0, but they've scored 3 straight. Now here's a chance in front. Raffaelle again. Just seems to be in the right place and the right time today, Clayton.
Logan's on his game again.
Sure is. 49 seconds remaining in the third period. Sault High leads by the score of 3-1. Thurston and Larson with the goals here in the third period. And Brown had the shorthanded goal in the first. Face off to the left of Logan Raffaelle. Net still empty for the Panthers. As Thurston will take the draw for Sault High. Burns for the Panthers. Sault High wins the face-off. Moran will shoot it off the boards. Again, if you're the Blue Devils, you don't want to ice the puck. You just want to get it out of the zone. 40 seconds to play. Sault High looking to sweep the weekend. And this has just been a solid effort. It's not a bad West Ottawa team by any stretch, Clayton.
No, not at all.
25 seconds to play. Ben Burns with the puck, now intercepted there by the Eagles. I believe that, the Blue Devils, I knew they'd do that once today.
It's one of them Sioux teams.
That's right. Now that's going to be a penalty on Burns, and that's really going to do it here. Sault High's going to win this game, Clayton. And we're going to have our post-game show coming up. You will name your 3 stars. We'll recap the scoring and get out of here, but Sault High special teams, really the difference in this one.
Yeah, it's a penalty kill.
And Logan Raffaelle.
Yeah.
he was the difference as well.
Oh, he had 2 really key saves, one right at the end of the second, and another one here in the third.
Yeah, that one here in the third was just spectacular. So to go to Denhoff gets a roughing penalty. So 13 seconds remaining. Sault High is on the power play. They're going to improve to 17-6-1 on the season with one more game remaining on Thursday against Traverse City Central before they start their, hopefully, long playoff run. 5 seconds to play here in the period. Burns with the puck for the Panthers. And Sault High will win the game by the score of 3-1 over West Ottawa. We'll be back for our post-game show here on Eagle 95.1. Back at the Big Bear Arena in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan for our post-game show. Post-game sponsored by the Sioux Co-op Credit Union. Strong independent and local, your credit union. Scott Nason along with Clayton Ellis. Our final score here, Clayton. The Sault High Blue Devils with 2 third-period goals defeat West Ottawa by the score of 3-1. Before we recap the scoring, get to your 3 stars. Overall thoughts on the game this afternoon?
I thought that was a very hard-fought game by the Blue Devils. Something I think that will help them with the districts, the playoffs starting up, and confidence booster, I would think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would think the coaches have got to be happy with that performance today, too.
Yeah, let's recap the scoring. West Ottawa got on the board first in the first period as they scored their only goal unassisted at the 7:59 mark as Matt Mora scored to make it 1-0 in favor of the Panthers. Sault High would tie it shorthanded at the 10:06 mark of the first period. Kaden Brown with a goal, assist from Matthew Thurston to make it 1-1. No scoring in the second period, and then the game-winning goal scored at the 6:35 mark of the third period by Drew Larson, who found himself in front after a nice feed by Keldon Casey, along with another assist with Rob Landis to make it 2-1 Blue Devils. And then really the one that iced this one shorthanded, Matthew Thurston, scored at the 15:03 mark with an assist from Kaden Brown. And our final score, once again, 3-1 in favor of Sault High. Shots on goal in that third period, 12-5. West Ottawa, 33-17 in favor of the Panthers. So goaltender Logan Raffaelle, 32 saves on the night. Clayton, and, couple really big saves. You said it at the end of the first period, and then that one there towards the end of the third period with the glove. One of the best saves I've seen all year. He's well positioned. He doesn't allow a lot of rebounds. He plays well beyond his age, and he's looking good in net for the Blue Devils.
No, he's looking spectacular, really. Something that they needed. They needed a goalie to be hot. And the story I heard at the beginning of the year when they first started tryouts, or it might have been fall league, when he first showed up, an 18-year-old took a slap shot on him, and he said it scared the you-know-what out of him.
Yeah.
He's never seen a shot that hard before in his life, because he's 15 years old, 14 years old. And so he's come a long way since the beginning of the season.
On the opposite end, I remember going down and blocking a shot when I played Pee Wee from Mike Hillock, who I think went and played at Northern Michigan. I never played hockey after that, so I went the opposite direction how I ended up here. So I can give credit, and knowing Logan, I went to school and played hockey with his dad and know his mom quite well. So he definitely has hockey in the blood, no question about that. Clayton Ellis, your 3 stars of this afternoon's game, sir.
All right, number 3, I'm going to go with Kaden Brown with a assist and a goal, both on a penalty kill. And number 2, Matthew Thurston. He had 3 points today, goal and assist on the penalty kill along with Brown, and he also had an assist on the Larson goal. And, of course, number 1, Logan Raffaelle. He'll have to be the first star of this game.
Absolutely. Clayton Ellis, I want to thank you for joining me on the broadcast team. I'll be listening to you and Tim here down the road as the Sault High Blue Devils will have their home finale this upcoming Thursday against Traverse City Central, and playoffs will start a week from Tuesday in Sheboygan against the Sheboygan Chiefs. Great job. Thanks for joining me, and we'll talk to you soon down the road, my friend.
All right, thanks for having me.
I want to also thank our broadcast engineer, Katie Woolen, back in the Eagle 95.1 studios, doing a fantastic job as always. Our final score from Big Bear Arena, the Sault High Blue Devils, with a 3-1 win over West Ottawa. You are listening to Sault High Blue Devil Hockey on Eagle 95.1.